Bueno, felicidades.
Muchas gracias.
So how familiar were you with this franchise? Were you a fan or just kind of a casual?
Never heard about it before.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Like you live on a rock?
Like, who's Arnold? Who's James Cameron?
Yeah.
What
But the
is a
film, obviously,
Terminator?
what does it mean to you?
No, I mean, as an actor, being able to work with James Cameron is a dream come true. You know, he will go down in history as one of the best filmmakers of all time. And what this movie represents, it's not the 17th Terminator. You know, it's really the first. It's the third. You know, it's Linda Hamilton, Arnold, and James Cameron. Those are the three people that made T1 and T2 so great. And now they're back with Tim's vision, a new, fresh vision, right? With a director that's very exciting, did Deadpool, does VFX better than anyone, and is just, has a very exciting vision. So, what does that mean? Man, I mean, it's such an honor. It's a privilege to be a part of this. It's great to learn from these talented filmmakers and actors, that are way more talented than I am.
Oh, come on.
And just to be able to learn from them. It was awesome.
And was James Cameron on set at all? Or how did you meet him? Or how did you come across him?
He was shooting this small movie called Avatar.
He's busy with some other things.
He's busy with this movie,
Okay.
Avatar.
But you didn't get to meet him then?
Not yet.
Not
Hopefully
yet.
I'll meet him tomorrow for the premiere.
Oh, okay. Well, for sure, likely he'll be there. Avatar or not, right?
Yeah.
And then, I was happy to see that Mexico is portrayed in this. How glad were you to be part of something? I mean, you're not just like the token Latino in the film.
I know,
it's like,
finally.
How many of them are there? Like, it's great,
It's great. And I'm the only Mexican I was the only Mexican in the entire crew, which was hilarious. I think it's great, and I'm very supportive that finally a studio movie puts Latin actors in leading roles in a massive franchise. I think that means a lot. I mean, there's a lot of, there's a big meaning behind that. And Mexico's also a character in this.
Yeah.
In T2, Sarah goes to Mexico, and so there's a connection there. And it was great that Tim was so worried about making it look as authentic as possible.
Yeah.
The second I arrived in Madrid, he goes, okay, you have to sit down with this department head, that department head, that is you're the only Mexican, I have to make sure this looks authentic. You're the police. You're like the Mexico police here. And I was, it's cool to see a director that cares that much and just doesn't go, okay, it's in Mexico, throw a donkey, a burrito, and a sombrero, and it'll pass. We're past that.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday, and he said he was like the most terrified about those scenes because he doesn't want to offend or get it wrong. Spanish.
And I was also,
and
I told Tim, I was like, we have to do Spanish. I mean,
yeah.
And then why are Natalia and Diego speaking English together? We have to justify those things.
Yeah.
And us three are like, well, Danny wants to get out of Mexico. That's why she's going to tell Diego to speak in English. Okay, great.
Yeah.
But it just can't be that again. We're past that.
Yeah.
Like if we're really going to do this, let's do this right.
It was a good mix because like they threw that in there like you have to practice. I'm like okay, that's a good one. And then for you, I also talked to him about the border scene. I mean, the border patrol scene.
Immigration.
Where you see people
And
in
La Bestia.
cages. I mean, to him,
The train.
Yeah, and that too.
La Bestia. Yeah.
To him, he said it was a very emotional scene when he first walked in. He said that he apologized to the actors who were in the cages. Like, I'm sorry, like we have to shoot this scene. It's horrible.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
And I think that those are great little cultural references, so that hopefully 27 years later, the same way, with T2, they go, oh wow, that was happening back then. That's what's going on today, and to be able to include that in such a big franchise, in a movie that's not about that, but you see that. I mean, I think it's it makes it more impactful. It's not just action for action. It justifies there's more meaning.
Right.
makes
Yeah. It doesn't
deeper.
say anything about that, but it's all in action that it says a lot. You
Yeah.
know, it's like it's visual. That's what I loved about it. So let's talk about some behind the scenes. So that chase on the freeway, and I heard it was brutally hot.
Insanely hot.
Yeah.
It was like 115 degrees in the south of Spain. On the highway, the pavement made it even hotter.
Oh man.
In a pickup truck with no AC.
Oh, shit.
It was brutal. And flies everywhere. I think all the movie's CGI budget went to taking the flies away from the scene. Everywhere. The
Fly-infested.
flies were everywhere.
Wow. And so were you being pulled? They have the those cars that pulled like the truck or whatever. Like no, or how was it?
There
How were
were
the driving
so many. I mean, there was a car. There was this insane thing where, for all the scenes that we did, when Grace is driving in reverse, they built this technology for this movie, where they. And let me know if you don't follow me here, because it was very complicated. They essentially had this cart, like with someone driving, that they could attach to any part of the vehicle, so the camera wouldn't see it. And there was a driver there, driving it, right, for those little bits. Mackenzie had to pretend like there was someone else, especially for the scenes where we're going in reverse at
Yeah.
super high speeds. Right, that was insane. I mean, that was built. That technology was built just for this movie.
Wow.
And you could attach that cart no matter, like, anywhere.
That's cool. That's James Cameron for you. He's always inventing stuff.